So not too long ago, Terraonion had teased an upcoming product, and they showed NES footage. It was like, what the hell is this? Are these guys really going to release an NES flash cart? Like, do we really need that? What could they bring to the table with that, right? And then I started wondering, are they going to do an FPGA NES console? That's what they showed. They showed NES footage, but no, it was none of the above. You may be wondering, why do I have the Super SD System 3 up on the screen, right? Well, I have one of these devices. I like it. It works great. You know, load up CD-based games from the PC Engine, Core Graphics, TurboGrafx. You could load up Hue cards. It's like an ODE with video and all that. You get RGB out. Really like this device quite a bit. And they did announce with that, there was a lot of little information, firmware updates. There's firmware update for this, all that good stuff. But they also announced that the Super SD System 3 was being discontinued. But don't fret, because it has a successor. And I did get kind of excited. I understand, man. Some people would be like, dude, I already have the previous version. Why would I want this? Me, I had to jump up for it because the additions to it just, it was like, yes, I have to have it. One particular feature that I really want this for, and I was willing to spend the money, I did order one. It was a bitch because I had to get in contact with my bank to allow them to approve the transaction because it just wasn't working, kept getting declined. It's 255 euro with shipping, worldwide shipping, DHL. That translates to around 311 US dollars as of the recording of this video. A lot of freaking money. Now, what do you get with this though? Like I said, there's one feature that just, I was like, I'm in it. I'm in it to win it, dude. This has HDMI. Instead of just the RGB, it still has RGB. I'm going to show footage of all this overlaid, but instead of just the RGB, you get HDMI. HDMI 480p, 720p, and you still get that RGB out. Really awesome stuff. So here's the box, a little mock-up of everything. But we're going to go through what they got here, show some footage and whatnot. So this, it's just like the previous one. You could load up CD games, Hue cards, but then there's another bonus. It's pretty much an FPGA implementation of the SuperGrafx because you could load up SuperGrafx games. There's only like 5 of them. Only like 5 games, but instead of buying that expensive-ass hardware and using something like this or, you know, any other flash cart or option, you don't have to have that hardware now. You could just load it up on this new Pro version of the Super HD System 3. HD because it's got HDMI. So that's cool. That's a little bonus too, right? They also stated that the FPGA being used in this is 5 times more powerful than the previous version. And why are they doing that? Obviously, for the, like, you know, video stuff for HDMI, they probably need a little bit of that going on. But there's a lot more as well. They have a new user interface that I thought looked pretty slick. And it's, like, changeable, kind of like how they did with the, not they, but the Konami and M2 with the TurboGrafx Mini, PC Engine Mini, where you could swap the user interface around for whichever system. You do the same thing with this, and I thought it looked really slick. Now, just like a lot of their other products that they've been putting out recently, they also have like view, like case views, cover views. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. I'm excited for this cover view. It's expensive though. Fuck, man. I'm serious. I'm gonna have to sell this one. It's discontinued. Should be worth like $1 million now. It ain't. But yeah, pretty pricey. But yeah, so they got that cover view going on, where you could look at all the covers of your games. A lot of people like that. I think the user interface is really nice. So what else do we got here? Stores each game backup RAM, the micro SD allowing infinite game saves, no need for additional storage accessories. Instantaneous Hue card loads using onboard RAM memory, faster loading than actual CD hardware. In-game menu trigger for faster game switching. Very nice, right? So here's like some of the more specifications. They did do the MD40 or balanced audio, so they got with all that. You know, kind of refined the audio mix levels and all that good stuff. Physical switch for in-game trigger. Okay, pretty sweet. Now, the other thing, the reason why the NES played into this is because it does have like a micro USB developer port, right? That's not, you know, that may play part of that, right? But on launch, there is going to be an NES core, which just makes sense. 2-button controller, boom. NES games. You're going to be able to just load up an NES core, FPGA NES core on this brand new Super System HD Pro and play NES games. I thought that was pretty sweet. So they're opening it up, open source FPGA cores. People want to develop port cores over to this thing with the powerful, you know, FPGA that they have in here. That's pretty sweet. what else can we do on here? I mean, the PC Engine, there are 6-button controllers, so hopefully with other FPGA cores that would use more than a couple buttons, that will like kind of play into that. You could use a 6-button controller. I have they're the Avenue Pad 6s. I'm not sure if other companies made them as well. But yeah, that's neat. Something I'm looking forward to. These guys surprise me with their products, man. Like, you know, you don't have to be into this kind of stuff. Sure, you can emulate all these things, but for people who like to use original hardware and use original controllers, this kind of stuff is neat. And I like having, you know, like the core graphics here. And the one thing, I was always using like the Rad2X or like HD Retrovision cables through an OSSC or through the RetroTink to output. And I'm to the point where it's like I don't like the clutter, man. Like I love the Rad2X because you don't have to power it up or anything, but I just don't like the clutter. I like to just boop pop a cable in, an HDMI cable, and that's what really got me excited for this. Popping in an HDMI cable, and I could just play it. Like I don't have to fiddle around with other adapters and other bullshit like that. I know Analog's coming out with their Duo whenever, if you can even get one. I don't know when that's supposed to come out. That seems like it'll be a pretty cool option too, but we just don't know yet. We don't know. We haven't seen much with that. So for original hardware solutions, as far as ODEs with added benefits, I thought this was pretty cool, man. I really thought this was pretty cool. SuperGrafx games. It's like you're getting that console built in. Hence, can you justify that higher price point? $300 US for this thing? Some people won't, and I completely understand. Some people be like, dude, I could play every single one of these games on my Raspberry Pi, on, you know, my mom's Rabbit Vibe thingy, the microwave, whatever. You emulate all over the place, all over your face. And I do the same thing. I enjoy every option out there. But at the same time, this is like the last system where it was like, man, I really wish I had an HDMI option. And this is fulfilling that. And I think that's pretty cool. So I'm excited for it. Can't wait for this to come out. They did kind of catch me by surprise with this announcement because teasing the NES stuff, and then it turns out it's like, no, it's for the TurboGrafx or PC Engine. But you could play, instead of just emulate, like you could load like emulators and stuff to a degree and play like, or like I don't remember, was it an emulator for the PC Engine or was it just like converted games? So they didn't play great. Like you play some NES stuff that were like converted to the PC Engine, but they weren't that great. It was kind of strange. So having that implemented into this, that'd be pretty cool. Definitely look forward to checking this out. I'll be doing a video as soon as I get one in my hands. Looking forward to it, man. Good job, Terraonion, on this one. A little pricey, but you know, you only live once, man. It's a lot of fucking money. Somebody want to buy this one? Not the whole thing. Just I can't even pull it off right now. I can't pull out. I loved you, SD System 3, but this new one, it's taking over, bro. You're out. Appreciate you guys watching, hanging out with me, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace out. Bye-bye. Big ass thumb butt, and boom.